Wait, hold on. Head to Old Isra.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location. The threads of fate draw both of us to this place, Proxy. Telrendis, once the home of a powerful Telvanni magister named Meln the Mouthless, but now abandoned. From what I could ascertain, no one knows what happened to the wizard of this tower. That has yet to be determined. One of the strands of fate revealed to me converges at this location. More than that, Hermaeus Mora expects us to learn for ourselves. Of the 3 sites, this one requires that I be on hand to assist you. I never said it was more important, just that fate requires both of us here. More than that, we shall need to determine. I do sense a lingering presence, a connection to Apocrypha. Help me investigate this place and Hermaeus Mora will reward you. I wish to survey the tower and its grounds. The threads of fate hang over this place like cobwebs of possibility and consequence. Let us explore the center of the compound and see where those threads take us. The Telvanni are one of the great Dunmer houses. They focus on magic and the arcane arts, and they consider power, ruthlessness, and ambition to be paramount. We must be careful in our dealings with them, for they are nothing if not dangerous. Yes, but I could not learn much. Just that he owns this tower, but has not been seen in some time. The place is considered abandoned. He was a Telvanni Magister, the highest rank in the house, second only to the Archmagister. Telvanni Masters and Magisters avoid undue socializing, fearing threats from all directions. So they appoint agents to represent them, mouths. Meln eschewed the practice, hence they called him Mouthless. I expect his tower to be a fortress. I wish to survey the tower and its grounds.
Master Shelready, the tower's defenses continue to oppose us.
Meln was thorough, I'll give him that. Any word from the tower?
No progress yet. I'll keep you informed.
See that you do, Captain. You there, come forward. You aren't with the Dusksabers.
A Telvanni master. Speak with her, Proxy.
I expected to have Telrendis all to myself today, and you're certainly not one of Captain Zenphas's vampire mercenaries. So, who are you, and why have you come to this tower? Abandoned, yes, but not without its defenses. Telrendis is a dangerous place, Fla. I advise you not to interfere with the Dusksabers, and it seems Meln the Mouthless left Telrendis well protected, as my mercenaries can testify. Oh, the Telvanni Magister who owned this place. He's been missing for decades. The old fool possessed a book that I very much want to add to my library. Scavenge if you will, as long as you understand the book is mine. A capable adventurer might be just what I need. The wards of Telrendis are intended to keep out other Telvanni wizards, myself included. And since my Dusksabers are stymied, I have a proposition for you. Find a way into the tower and breach Meln's defenses so I can recover the book I seek. You can then attend to your business with the gratitude of a Telvanni master. So what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I suggest you begin with the old Telrendis Hall to the southwest of this camp. Captain Zenfis reports that his Dusksabers are having a difficult time there. If you can succeed where they have so far failed, I will make it worth your while. The Dusksabers, they're mercenaries, Fla. Efficient, capable, and rather expensive. But I believe in hiring the very best. No need to worry. They won't bite anyone, unless I pay them to. An appeal to my vanity. How charming and clever. We Telvanni think highly of ourselves and enjoy sharing. I'm an accomplished mage, as you might guess, and I have more than earned the right to wear a master's hood. In fact, the next rank up in the house, which will allow me to challenge the Archmagister, I expect to be awarded the rank soon enough. Now, don't you have a tower to break into? There are no cultists here. Only my Dusksabers, and the defenders Meln the Mouthless left behind. But I am curious about how you are acquainted with Torvasad. Where did you encounter him? In some quarters it's impolite to ask about such things. I'm a Telvanni master. I know many Dremora. My dealings with them are not your concern. But if you must know, I had no part in whatever happened in Necrom.
That Telvanni bears watching. But the tower remains the crux of our investigation here. Let us find a way in.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
A magical ward seals that door. What happened here, mercenary?
What happened here? The ward killed my comrade. Not easy to do to a Dusksaber. I thought we had little to fear from old tricks and traps, but look what happened to my comrade. Dead as the last swit who stepped out of line across the Dusksabers. Speaking of, who are you and what are you doing here? Nalia tried to push through the ward on that door. The note over there suggests that something in this room disarms the trap. Clearly, she guessed wrong. I think this strange lens is part of the puzzle. We found it by the note. Here, you take it. We obviously weren't able to figure it out. I'll be damned if I try to use it again. If Shoreni sent you, by all means, be my guest. I'm just going to stand back here.
Lenses such as that can reveal hidden things. Look through it, Proxy. Look for anything glowing. That should be the switch to dispel the ward.
The ward is gone. Master Shoreni must be informed at once.
This is our opportunity. Lead the way, Proxy. This portal should take us to the tower. We have reached the lower level of the tower. There should be more portals to take us higher, Proxy. A spirit. Ignore it and keep going, Proxy. Interesting. The spirit seems aware of Master Shelreni's attempt to access the tower.
Care to bargain?
As if murdering me wasn't insult enough. Now she sends you to steal my book.
Is this spirit actually Meln the Mouthless? Perhaps he is the thread that led us here.
Prepare to face the fury of Meln the Mouthless, Magister of the Telvanni! Or we could have a nice chat and discuss this like civilized people.
A reasonable request. Speak to the spirit, Proxy.
If there's one thing I learned in death, it's how foolish the living can be. I know all that passes in my home, intruder. I heard your bargain with that so-called Master Shelreni Barrow. You have given my murderer access to my... Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed. 20 years ago, I stood in Shelreni's path. An obstacle to the higher rank she craved. She requested a meeting. Instead of negotiating, she killed me and tried to steal my prized possession. Oh, just all the contingencies I had in place. With my last breath, I banished her from the tower and set all the wards and defenses. They held perfectly well, until you mucked everything up. She'll have no trouble stealing my black book now. The Tormenting Eye, a tome of forbidden secrets. I see Hermaeus Mora's mark on you and your companion. If you don't know about the black books, she can tell you more. Shelreni Barrow is careless in her pursuit of power. She must not possess my book. Two things protect my book. The spell of illegibility I cast upon it, and the fact that without my aid, it will take her time to break the spell on her own. Still, I'd rather she never get her hands on it. Stop her, and I'll find a way to reward you.
The thread becomes clear. Hermaeus Mora sent us to recover the Black Book.
The Black Book is mine. And with this soul gem, I also have this miserable spirit. Meln comes with me.
And I thought this day couldn't get any worse!
The threads of fate here are tied to 3 things: Master Shel Rennie, Meln the Mouthless, and the Black Book. That was the connection to Apocrypha I sensed here. Black Books are creations of Hermaeus Mora and his realm. Black Books are relics of Apocrypha. Each holds a different secret. Most are kept in the vast libraries of Hermaeus Mora's realm, but he sometimes gifts one to a mortal. In addition to forbidden knowledge, each serves as a portal to Apocrypha. That is a secret the one who knows has not yet shared with me. I can count the number of Black Books I know about on one hand, and each is unique. Only one copy of each book exists. This is the first I have heard of one titled The Tormenting Eye. We must free Meln the Mouthless from Master Shel Rennie's grasp, and retrieve the Black Book. But to do that, we need more information. Look around, Proxy. If Meln was indeed murdered here... The body of Meln the Mouthless. It is clear he was murdered at this very spot. That letter from Master Shel Rennie's mouth. That meeting must have been when Meln was murdered. Meln the Mouthless let down his guard and paid the ultimate price. His body has remained here forgotten and undisturbed for decades because he preferred solitude above all else. Now Master Shel Rennie has both Meln's spirit and his Black Book. To recover Meln and his Black Book, you must find Master Shel Rennie, and the letter you discovered explains how to do that. Go to the Assembly of Masters at Old Isra and question Shel Rennie's mouth, Vabdru. He shall know how to reach... No, here our paths diverge. I leave Mouth Vabdru and Meln in your hands. While you pursue the spirit, I shall research the Black Book and contemplate the other threads of fate. I must determine how this factors into the... Master Shel Rennie has trapped Meln's spirit in a soul gem. You must retrieve that gem or destroy it. Go to Old Isra and find Shel Rennie's aide, Mouth Vabdru. He must have an office in the tower called Telvara. The Telvanni Assembly of Masters meets there. Well, their representatives do. The Masters themselves rarely bother to make an appearance. That is what they have mouths for. You want to go to Telvara. The mouths work out of that tower in Old Isra. The Masters leave day-to-day concerns to their mouths. Their own arcane studies are far more important to them, and they try to avoid direct interaction with their rivals whenever possible. The fate that befell Meln is not an uncommon one. This portal leads outside. You must travel to Old Isra from there. Defenses around Tel Hulin play havoc with portals.
My master wants you to convey this message to Master Shelrene. The Assembly will not tolerate threats or coercion.
These rumors disturb the other masters. Shelrene must moderate her ambition before the Assembly takes action.
I will relay your concerns to Master Shelrene. Forget what you heard, stranger. Master Shelrene cares not what the other masters think of her, or how difficult she makes things for me. So, what brings you to Telvara, the tower of the Telvanni Master Shelrene never comes to Aldisra. Telvanni masters rarely do. I expect she is at her tower Telbaro. Master Shelrene never returns anything she takes. But, if you are willing to scratch behind my ear, I'll scratch. Oh, I already have the perfect position in mind. I just need to show them that I'm the best candidate. Your part is simple. Gather some papers from the servants' quarters, bring them back here, and leave them on Mount Delvi's desk. The papers contain sensitive information. Letters found by a valet in my employ. The servants' quarters are in a small tower to the north. The papers are stashed on the upper floor. Bring them back and leave them on Mount Delvi's desk. A better question is, do I think you are an assassin? Or do I even care? If you aren't, there's no danger. If you are, well, Master Shelrene can protect herself. Beyond that, I'm not sure my master and I are still on the same path. We tend to the affairs of the Assembly on behalf of the masters we represent. Master Shelrene is far too important to waste her time in matters of house business. All the masters are. So we mouths make sure to... Well done. And Master Shelreni always says good help is hard to find. I see you found the papers and placed them on the correct desk. And my paws are clean in this matter. Thank you. Now it's just a matter of waiting for Mount Delvi to resign. Then I can swoop in, and the less said, the better for both of us. Suffice it to say, you helped me secure a new position in accordance with the time-honored traditions of House Telvanni. Take the Telbaro insignia from my office. You'll need it to unlock the wards. Otherwise, you'll never get through. My office is through the...
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra. in my power, Tortoisard. He'll unlock the Black Book soon enough.
Keep better, Shelready. We need the right hidden within the tormenting eye, or else all is for naught.
Tell the princes, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. I expect them to uphold theirs. I have no time for obstinate ghosts. You will give me access to the Black Book when I return, or else.
Over here! Quickly, before Shelready comes back! I see you were able to follow the clues I left in my tower. But you took your sweet time. I can't defy Shelready much longer. If we're going to get out of here and keep me from complying with that lying murderer, you must do exactly. My spirit is bound to the soul gem Shelready used to capture me. Disentangling the connection will require more time and expertise than you have. So simply take the gem and leave. Without me, she may never be able to unlock my Black Book. Shelready took the Black Book with her, but without my help, she'll have to unriddle it page by page. The labor of days or weeks, not hours. If she can even accomplish it, she's too fond of the easy path to power. It will be her own. She doesn't need it at all. She's in league with a Dremora, Torvasard, and a pair of Daedric princes. There's apparently a rite contained within the book they want her to cast. In return, they'll give her what she wants. Control of health. Can you hear me? With the gem in your possession, I can come and go as I please. Now use that portal and let's go.
What do you require? Yes, this will do nicely. Let's discuss our arrangement, my chariot of flesh and bone.
Being dead and incorporeal isn't how I plan to spend eternity. But being with you is 1,000 times better than remaining in Shareni's clutches. And we delayed her plans for my black book. Now, tell me about your dealings with Hermaeus Mora. So, end of the world stuff. Well, that's something interesting at least. Obviously, you're going to need the help of a Telvanni Magister. Luckily, you have me. Let me conjure up a small reward for my old vault. A stipend for services rendered. Now, mind you keep my gem on you at all times. I can't help you save the world or advise you on matters of import if I'm not on your person. Unless I manifest, only you can hear me. Oh, and I can lend you certain abilities, such as my ghost sight. Remember, I was a Telvanni Magister. Still am, as a matter of fact. One of the most powerful mages in the peninsula. And I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before, and Shareni. Don't you think my counsel will be worth listening to? Once, long ago, I was her mentor. But I recognized a darkness in her. And not the usual Telvanni traits. She was reckless, dangerous. I refused to sponsor her advancement beyond the rank of master. And she coveted my black book. It's an improvement on the ocular lens you used in my tower. I created a spell to produce the same effect without any need of a crude focus. Turns out, it works even better now that I'm dead. My black book, the Tormenting Eye, contains many secrets. Ghost sight was one of them. With it, I can expand your senses, allow you to see the hidden, the imperceivable, the unseen. Tossed in your pack? I expect you to find a nice silk pouch for my gem at the first opportunity. Now, let's be off.
discovered much here and gained a valuable ally, even though Master Shelreni took possession of the Black Book. One more thread of fate to investigate. Take this portal and see.
Mortals. You scurry around, obsessed with your petty affairs, and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait. Were you sent to help me with the cultists? Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache. Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. Aid me and I'll give you some. I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all. But I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight. You'll see. As I said, divergences in the threads of fate call to me. My purpose is to correct those digressions, examine the contradictions, and rectify them. I can't leave until I succeed. Don't ask me why. I am Scroot, a powerful servant of the Great Eye. Creatures of my Daedric order call ourselves... It doesn't matter. Everyone else calls us watchlings. An insulting diminutive. But I expect nothing more. Oh, do you mock me? I detect a note of mockery. I should reduce your brain to rotten cheese for your temerity. Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point of anything, really? Just know that I can summon a mighty strike when fate requires it. Very mighty. Yes, but it's usually easy enough to nudge a mortal follower of Hermaeus Mora to summon me when the ripples of fate draw me here. It's not my fault the fragile mortal got himself killed. Well, maybe it is. Who can say? Fate works in mysterious ways. All Availeth? Or this tedious mortal plane? No, don't tell me. My answer's the same in either case. It's a dust mote, populated by delusional insects whose meaningless lives seem important to them. I can't bring myself to care. I have no clue. When my master exerts his power in this plane, the consequences linger. Footprints in the malleable clay of fate that harden to stone with the passing ages. I sense that events here run counter to something my master did long ago. Something special about a mortal settlement? Hardly. Olivelis fails to stand out from the sheer mediocrity of 1,000 similar places in this world. Until the followers of a Daedric prince seize control of it anyway. Which may be something. You mean besides the dead devotee of Hermaeus Mora? They call themselves the Hidden Kindred. Since I could see them, the nomenclature must be ironic. I also noticed some Daedra. Dremora of Clan Dreamcarver, sworn to serve Prince Vermina. Periite and Vermina? Working together? That could be the source of the disturbance in fate. The mortal who summoned me spoke of nightmares before he died. I was just about to start my inquiries when you arrived. Pity you don't have more tentacles.
No more dreams. No more nightmares.
What a horrible noise you mortals make.
No,
Where's
stay
it coming
back.
from?
I need to wake up. I have to. Are you real? Not another one of those awful dreams. And you look undisturbed. Don't you hear the terrible whispers? It started when a stranger came to town, a Tilvani master. She offered to purchase the old glass mine. I thought it was too good to be true. The mine closed years ago. But she offered us a chest full of gold, and the village elders accepted it. You know her? Master Shelreni didn't stay long, but she sent an overseer who started hiring workers immediately. Master Shelreni said she wanted the mine reopened as quickly as possible. Everyone in the village was given a job in the mine. Then others came. Masons and additional laborers, we thought. Then the dream started. Nightmares. Toiling in the darkness. Working to cut malachite and stone for an arch and a statue. In the dream, they were building an arch in the mine while we dug out the glass and stone. What wasn't used for the arch was sent to restore a statue. At least that's what the overseer said. We woke each morning exhausted, and I don't know. But listen, the overseer and his workers, they're Daedra worshippers. They rounded up the villagers and took them away. I hid. Check the green glass inn.
Nightmares. Sounds like Prince Vermina, all right. We should investigate this Green Glass Inn. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Strike! Now!
How disappointing. Another name that overpromises and underdelivers. Yeah, well, we might as well look around. Master Shalreni. Are you familiar with this mortal?
Ah! I should have guessed Shalreni Barreau was involved in whatever happened here.
The Dreamcarvers plan to strike at Apocrypha? Oh, that must be the disturbance in fate that brought me here. I assumed this would turn out to be some pointless mortal delusion. A minor contradiction easily resolved. But Oblivion gateways and Daedric shrines, and plans to invade Apocrypha? Ugh. This might take longer than I thought. Clearly, the cult used the mine to construct a portal to Apocrypha for the express purposes of invading my master's realm. They also sent stone to restore a Daedric shrine, most likely one devoted to Peryite or Vermina. But who's Master Shelreni? Black books open doors to Apocrypha, so why do they need a gate? Still, Telvanni masters are powerful. That makes her dangerous and important to the Hidden Kindred. But why go to all this trouble? It's impossible to sneak past my master's light crown. Sounds unpleasant. But doors in Apocrypha lead to secrets. Something this Torvisard saw in a dream? Is that why Vermina is interested? I suppose we should check the mine next. I hope I don't get hacked. Most of the time, the research I undertake is wasted. But my study of the area indicated that the mine runs underneath the village. The entrance lies to the east. Why do you bear the mark of my master, mortal? Of course he did. Mortals always get the special titles. But who winds up doing all the work? Usually that's me. Well, as long as we're both here, we might as well work together. What's the worst that could happen? Never mind. I already know. Never heard of him. The letter we found claims he's an unaligned Dremora working with Vermina and Peryite. And with Master Shelreni, too. It's highly unusual for a Dremora not to be dedicated to a clan or a prince. Not mention of a dream. Another contradiction and a flood of discrepancies. Daedra don't normally dream. Not like mortals, at any rate. Not even the Dremora, who consider themselves above the rest of us. I may need to look into this Torvisard when I return to... No arch gateway here. I suppose we'll need to go deeper inside. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Let me aid you. Malachite. Volcanic glass that absorbs magicka under the right conditions. A good choice for building a gateway to oblivion. Some of the missing villagers. Mortals should have the decency not to leave their empty husks lying about. It's untidy. An arched gateway. It's inactive, but I can detect the lingering energy of Apocrypha in the air. It must have closed recently. Look around, mortal. We need more information before I attempt to activate this gateway. This is bad. But at least we have the invocation needed to activate the gateway.
An obscure invocation. Where did Shelreni dig it up, I wonder?
Contradictions cling to those tools like void ticks adhere to a watcher's tentacles. Leave them for now. I suppose we have no choice. We need to activate the gateway and follow Hermaeus Mora's enemies to Apocrypha. Such heroics aren't usually part of— Did I use the wrong words, mortal? My investigation is incomplete. To find out what the hidden kindred seek in my master's realm, I must follow them. And since you agreed to assist me, you must follow me. I like it less than you, believe me. Apocrypha can be overwhelming for mortals. You may find power or despair, knowledge or madness. Still, you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. I think you're meant to go there and ready yourself, mortal. Now, what was that invocation? By seventh Umbra and the dismal name, I bid thee open Cephaliarch's fane. Behold, Apocrypha. Don't look up, mortal. I understand your kind find our sky disturbing. Let me see. Head south. They went that way. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Let Apocrypha smite your foe.
It will never pay off the debt now.
Poor Watcher. The invaders can't be too far ahead. Husk hasn't dissipated yet. The trail continues to the west, mortal. Olivesians, mortal. The contradiction they were compelled to create hangs heavy in the air. The trail continues west. trail leads directly to the Tranquil catalog. Oh no. Pick up the pace, mortal.
Hold, intruder. I failed to stop your... Pardon my impertinence. Now I see that you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora and travel with one of the Great Eye's watchlings. Have you come to aid us? Invaders forced their way into the Tranquil Catalog. I think they were devotees of Periite and Vermina. But how could that be? And Dreamcarver Dremora accompanied them. They killed or drove off my fellow ciphers. I am a humble cipher, a mortal scribe in service to the Great Eye. This is the Tranquil Catalog, a register and index of the contents of Apocrypha. Hermaeus Mora's enemies could wreak havoc with the information stored here. They scattered once they broke into the catalog. But two headed toward the Pool of Inquiry. A Dreamcarver Kinreeve, and a second Dremora with markings the likes of which I've never seen. Please, you bear the Great Eye's mark.
The Pool of Inquiry? I know the way, mortal. Invaders in the Tranquil catalog? What a calamity. The way to the Pool of Inquiry is straight ahead. Mortal, let me aid you. Light Crown serves Periite, but orders the Hidden Kindred to work with Vermina? Strange allies in here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Invaders shattered the portal's seal. We need to follow them to the Pool of Inquiry. I was afraid of this. The invaders used the sacred tears. Look around. Without them, we can't use the pool. These portals lead to the shrines where we can find more of the sacred tears.
Shrines and tears? Bah! Even the tolerable Daedra rely too much on ceremony and arcane rules of conduct.
Be careful. Dream carvers and hidden kindred lurk around every corner. The aliens called my master here, Memora. Pity they're long gone. I found them interesting.
Great eye. Call on me.
Never did like Spider, Daedra. Cruel and deceitful creatures.
Great eye.
I'm not surprised to find them among the dream carvers.
Mortal, let me aid you. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Hermora is the Great Eye's name among the Khajiit. Gather the tears, mortal. More of the invaders. Mortal, let me aid you. Mortals of Skyrim know the Great Eye is her Memora. Gather the sacred two hands. I'm not jealous at all.
Now take the tears and place them in the pool. See how the pool reveals our goal? The Tranquil Archives. Enter the pool and it will... The Tranquil Archives. One of the main repositories for Hermaeus Mora's glyphics. We need to find the invaders.
Ah, this is the glyphic. Now I know where to find the memory of the dream your prince helped me remember, despite your predilections, Rel.
Prince Vermina commands me to punish Mora's servants, clanless. So I do.
Excessive and pointless, but I have what I came for. I'm leaving.
Do what you will. I'll deal with our eavesdroppers. You will beg me to kill you, mortal. Vermina's nightmares fight beside me, mortal.
Prove it, mortal. A smack from Fate's tentacle can free you.
Perhaps this will be a challenge after all. Let us see how you handle a night terror.
Let me hit you with a tentacle, mortal.
Possible? No mortal can best me. Remember you, mortal.
I suppose I need to activate this bridge for you. It would be easier for both of us if you could just float. Torvasard has already accessed the knowledge preserved in this glyphic. We should find out what it contains. Poems emerged from the glyphic. Read them, mortal. Primordial prohibits Daedric princes from entering another's realm. But that's hardly a secret. Torvasard said he was trying to remember a lost dream. He believes he can find it in my master's realm. The Tormenting Eye? That's one of my master's black books. These tomes were reluctant to dispense their information. Glyphics endure for eternity. I've never heard of any erasing themselves before. Very strange.
See what the Watchling makes of all this.
Glyphics endure for eternity. I've never heard of any erasing themselves before. Very strange. Do you understand the texts that remain, mortal? One concerned the Pact Primordial. Could they be seeking a way to subvert that ancient restriction? The second mentioned lost dreams, such as the one Torvasard seeks to recover. It told of a place in Apocrypha to find such misplaced memories. No. But we have to assume Torvasard learned the location before the text faded away. The final book referred to one of Hermaeus Mora's most infamous black books, The Tormenting Eye. It said it contains a rite for unlocking dangerous secrets. The Pact refers to ancient laws that bind the Daedric princes. No prince may physically intrude in another's realm, everyone knows that. Well, perhaps not mortals. That they sought out the invaders found a way to enter Apocrypha undetected. Perhaps they hoped to open a path for one or more of the rival princes? That would be disastrous. There's nothing more we can do here. One moment and I'll conjure up a portal. It appears we're in no immediate danger. We can speak here, mortal. I've never faced such a convoluted contradiction of fate before. While we learned the cause of the incongruity, I wasn't able to make the necessary corrections. Unfortunately. At least we chased off Torvasard and defeated the Kinreeve. You want to help me? What a strange mortal you are. But resourceful. I'm not sure I would have learned anything at all without your assistance. Here's the gold I promised. You earned it. This problem bears contemplation. Farewell. Wait. My master, Hermaeus Mora, wants to speak with you, mortal. He will use me as his vessel.
Know that the Prince of Secrets addresses you, chosen of fate. I can observe through my watchman's eyes, speak through them.
Laramel the Wise? You know this mortal too? Then understand that agents of Vermina invaded my master's realm.
No, one of Hermaeus Mora's examiners of contradictions. Reality is in jeopardy, Watchling. We can use every ally we can get.
Sacred work. It pays well.
The three have need of you.
If you're willing to work, I'm ready to hire.
Have you heard? Rumor is there's a portal to Apocrypha somewhere in the city.
A portal, you...
Take care of your...
You are the one I seek.
I'll never be able to master these mortuary processes.
it takes someone to buy a guar anyway?
Candle makers in the city must be rich.
A good spot. Until a guard comes along and asks to see a permit. Then what? The wagon isn't going anywhere for now. I guess we should set up shop here.
Preserved so well. I don't even know where their bones are. I wish my ancestors were preserved so well. I don't even know where their bones are.
The wagon isn't going anywhere for now. I guess we should set up shop here.
candle makers in the city must be rich.
How long does it take someone to buy a guar anyway? Good spot. Until a guard comes along and asks to see a permit. Then what?
I'll never be able to master these mortuary processes.
The wagon isn't going anywhere for now. I guess we should set up shop here.
Candle makers in the city must be rich. my ancestors were preserved so well. I don't even know where their bones are. I'll never be able to master these mortuary processes.
A good spot. Until a guard comes along and asks to see a permit. Then what?
Quality and variety, conceive of yourself,
Please, Han. They're not just flowers, they're...
Surely a man of your talents can grow more. Now, move. Others wait in need of my counsel. Your face isn't familiar to me, but I'd know that look anywhere. You want something from me. Information, probably. Well, what is it you're looking for? Rhaenyra Treveri. Really? I may know something about her. Perhaps you can enlighten me on why it is you're seeking her. All right, don't get so touchy, Fla. Rhaenyra was through recently.
I don't think the places on this map exist. There's no orchard in Necrom.
Your fate, Rhaenyra? All right. Braylin Ardus and Menradius Cortin will be my recipients. Braylin likes to shoot dice outside the palace. Cortin should be hawking his wares by the fountain. Meet me at the tavern. Braylin and Cortin shouldn't give you any trouble. And if they bother you with questions, just remember not to give them anything for free. I don't, Fla. Not really. But I don't do anything for free. Can you imagine the damage that would do to my reputation? You want something from me. I want to have some fun. This way, we both end up happy. I do love your little questions, but if we keep going on like this, those flowers will wilt before they reach their intended recipients. Let's just say they serve as a reminder that... Be quick about it. Meet me at the tavern when you're done.
Thank you for speaking, sir. This one must ensure the esteemed Pulsar Clarence, beloved Nirvana, also receives...
Try Corton's... Are you here to try Corton's cordial? For me? Yeah! Please, the cordial will catch on, I promise.
Face it, Braylin. Luck's just not with you today.
Shut it, Frawl.
Know when to quit, lady.
Interested in a game of dice, my dear? Or perhaps you want to buy me... For me? You charmer. What's the occasion? If you're in such a generous mood... You horrible fetcher. I can't believe you delivered Han's message. Leave me alone. Its significance is that Han Orenvi is a double-dealing, dishonest, conniving swit. I'll give him what he's asking for. And a piece of my mind. I'm not stupid enough to get myself into debt to Han Orenvi, you fetcher. He's blackmailed. That odious, oily bastard. I wish someone would claw out his other eye. Yeah.
Into brine, it kills all your mildew.
They keep a nice spread on the sideboard here. Now, if only they'd serve a good roast.
You can't just go making claims about this cordial, Menradius. It has to actually work.
I'll try using columbine flowers in the next batch. I'll just need to find a steady supply. You'll get a return on your investment soon, Harn. I promise.
Well, back, and right quick. Braylon sent me a piece of her mind. It got here just before you did, along with the information I wanted from her. I ought to be careful with you. The last time I had someone so efficient working for me, I lost my eye. Keep your voice down, all right? Raynilla was through recently. She sought out Deredrian, a fence who specializes in moving specialty items. She keeps a room at the Palace View Apartments just around the corner. But do be careful. Deredrian and Raynilla fell out some time ago, and they might not appreciate you dredging that bad blood between them. If you have further business with me, get right... this. I got too chummy with a certain Argonian associate of mine. All I did was put a hand on his shoulder to get his attention. Apparently, it was the wrong move. He let me know with a nasty... Can't say I blame him. I've attacked people for far less. I haven't seen this associate of mine for quite some time. Pity. I'd like to thank him properly for what he did. No, just thank him. This scar gives me a subtle air of menace that has done wonders for my business. I don't hold it against him. But the same can't be said for my bodyguards. So I suppose it's for the best that he keeps...
Hey, told you I'd find you.
Raynil, looks like debt collection notices. Not helpful to us. Blah, rot meth. Makes me wish I was born without nostrils. Can't understand how anyone drinks the stuff. Is this Duredrian's place? Seems like a wanted woman, whoever she is. Let me see that letter. So, Raynilla came by, pestering this Duredrian for help. Why? Great. Well, maybe they patched things up and Duredrian went to go help her, though that doesn't explain why she'd leave behind a note that says exactly where she's gone, especially if she's trying to hide from this reformer that Raynilla mentioned. Maybe. My job broker told me to track down Raynilla and take back what she stole for an important client. He didn't give other details, and that's usually fine with me. No memory of my past makes no answers an easy pill for me to swallow. I woke up a few years back in the middle of Valenwood with a nasty headache and no memory except my name. But that doesn't have any... Great. If all goes well, then we can both get paid and go our separate ways, I guess. I already told you most everything I know. I came to in Valenwood, middle of nowhere, blood on my claws. Someone was screaming, didn't see who. My head felt like it was split in half, so they got away. Well, I was in the middle of the forest, had to hunt and track so I didn't starve to death. At one point, I started heading towards this huge tree in the distance. Eldenroot, civilization. Sometimes I wonder if I should have just stayed in the woods. Sure, a bit. Look, I didn't know if I'd killed someone or someone had tried to kill me. I kept my head down, took any job to get by, and now I guess I'm here. If someone somewhere cares I'm gone, they're keeping awfully quiet about it. Either nobody misses me enough to go looking for me, or I was a loner before. Just like I'm a loner now. I'm not trying to find answers on my past. You should meet you there, and don't go blundering in without me.
Ho there, traveler. Can you help me?
I scouted ahead. That campsite is crawling with the mercenaries that attacked me. Seems like they're searching or waiting for something. But that got me thinking. Why would those mercenaries be after both me and Raynilla? I thought about that on the way over, too. If Raynilla could afford to hire mercenaries, she wouldn't be desperate for Deredrian's help like she was in that note we found, right? Something else is going on. That campsite is the only lead we have on finding Raynilla. If we can get there, maybe we can find something to keep us on her trail. I'm not used to looking out for others. Wait. Those lanterns. This is Raynilla's signal? I think I've seen it before. Look, someone left a trail. Crouch down and you'll see it. Well, if Deredrian came here to help Raynilla, it doesn't seem like she did a very good job, and no other sign of Raynilla or the one she was traveling with. What are those notes? What? Right. She threw in with the Reformer, who told her to prioritize my capture over Raynilla's? What? And he's the one who hired me, without knowing it? This is the last time I ever find work through a job broker. No, but we can piece it together. The fence moving specialty items, the two-lantern signal, the list of operatives, this person called Dim who the Reformer wants back alive. Raynilla isn't traveling alone with some trinket. She's freeing. I don't want to think about that right now. This can't be all there is. There has to be someone who can give us answers. There was another name I saw, Mevi, in Ald Isra, right? That's not far. I'll meet you there. I just need a minute. See that? 2 lanterns. That's got to be Mevi.
Sharp as night? By Azura, after all these years, is it really you?
I was afraid you'd say something like that.
I don't know you, and I've never met Sharp. But the way my Raynilla spoke of him, I'd recognize him anywhere. Are you one of her connections? Have you been watching over him all this time? Did he find... The Reformer uses experimental magic on his slaves. Raynilla didn't understand the process, and when she excised it from Sharp to free him, it tore something from him. His memories, she thought. Raynilla never forgave herself for what happened. She put herself on assignment. She's freeing another from the Reformer. I haven't heard from her, but that's how these things often go. Forgive me, it's only just occurred to me, but if Sharp has no memories of Raynilla, how did you find me? What? Directrian? No, Raynilla needed her help to find the smugglers' tunnels in Gorn. She'd arranged for a boat to take them to safety. If it's just the 2 of them in those tunnels, I need to get to her. Please, can you help? You 2 go on ahead. I need to gather Raynilla's research and prepare to travel light for a while. We always knew this day might come. I can spare a moment to tell you what I know, but after, she is my wife. Sharp is the reason we met, actually. She needed forged documents for his new identity. I'd never done anything like that before, but she convinced me. Pity he didn't get to use the forgeries. But some good came of it, at least. It is. She told me he had ambitious ideals, that she has an informal... He's a Raynilla says. Sharp's resist... Precisely. Raynilla can... He was... Sharp, Raynilla would say that you're under no obligation to help. But please...
I'm on my way. Where are the smugglers' tunnels you mentioned?
I think there's a secret entrance in the southwest tunnels. I'll follow shortly. Please, hurry.
I don't like that clothes. Leave it.
Fair. I could seek help in Necrom. Gorn belongs to... You should... Here we are. Gorn. Let's see if we can find Draenus. Perhaps my charm will make this easy.
You're here after all. I was about to reel in this piece of my past. This is far beyond what I hired you for, isn't it? Maybe you're like me and you never pass up a payday. But I probably wouldn't even have stopped to help someone like me in the first place. Gorn is packed to the brim with mad wizards. Doesn't make it too different from the rest of the peninsula, but I've heard worse things have moved in recently. I guess what I...
Why in Oblivion is Gorn besieged by Daedra? Adventurer, we should find Draenus. Quickly.
Ah, another over-eager pupil seeking to profit from my efforts. Could I instead interest you in some fungal tea? No. Visitors. Why, I was starting to get lonely. 2 warring legions of Daedra make for poor company, you know. That worm behind you looks like one of the Givens by the curl of his lip. But did he now? Well, most Telvanni try to steal from the best. But Gorallo erred in coming to Gorn. Don't you know the nursery rhyme? 2 Bantanguas and an Aelit's den. Each came in 1 piece. You're welcome to my notes. They're scattered around. If you want to round them up, look for a glow. A little spell to help in case I needed to find them again. And ever so pretty. But my gift for teleportation magic is just that. A gift. From a Daedra of Sheogorath's realm named Strath. In exchange, I let him and a few legions of his friends come here to revel in the madness of the asylum's insane. Oh, Strath's lieutenants likely have my notes. They enjoy the way my thoughts unravel on the page. Perhaps you will, too. But let me give you 2 words of advice. First, what Goralo wants isn't worth the price. And second, flatulence. Not much of a listener, are you? Adorable. Gorn is an asylum for the mentally infirm, if you're a mortal. If you're a Daedra sworn to the Prince of Madness, it's a buffet. Feasting, bathing, however you like to think of it. But yes, they slake their appetites with the inmates here. And me, too. Strath saw to that. Not all of them have the best table manners. You know how it is with eternal beings. He stole my prisoner. She gutted my vassal. He's an embodiment of my sovereign's mania. She's an avatar for Sheogorath's dementia. And then the blades come out. Rather tiresome. My patron. The little finger of the right hand of Sheogorath, the Prince of Madness himself. All my facility with teleportation magic I owe to Strath. He taught me how to break my brain. Oh no. The research I did in teleportation was all my own. He only set me on the right path, gave me a little trinket to help light the way. But I shouldn't go on about Strath. Oh, Strath's lieutenants likely have my notes. They enjoy the way my thoughts unravel on the page. Perhaps you will, too. But let me give you 2 words of advice. First, what Goralo wants isn't worth the price. And second, good luck, by which I mean I hope your deaths are painless, mostly.
Draenus wasn't quite what I'd imagined. He didn't even seem the slightest bit bothered by the veritable Daedric war going on behind him. Regardless, we're here for research, not feuding Daedra. A great mage, perhaps even a Telvanni master. Though if you go too long without proving your magical prowess, people start to question whether you still deserve the title. And Draenus has spent a very long time. Perhaps not the first to look, but I intend to be the first to succeed. Once we have that research, we can leave Draenus to his fungal teas. Search the perimeter of the estate. I'll head for the manor house in the middle.
Maybe Raynilla and the one she's with sneaked through instead of fighting. Can't imagine a fight going well for them.
Anything I can do?
Let's keep moving.
Yes?
Zeus's hope to stand against us.
Do you hear that? It might be a saint.
never seem to learn. This will be your final